why would you still be putting out these sexual songs? And he was like, well, when you a warrior, you never put your sword down. And when you drop the initial remix, that's when the label said, oh, we need to do this for the album. We need to da. All this shit was going on back in the day. Y'all was cool. When you drop the music, okay, y'all was behind it. Then when they come out with this bullshit documentary, now it's like, okay, let them go. We believe everything they say is good.
All that's telling me is that, hey, we can use you up, we can spit you out, and then we can turn your people against you, and you ain't gonna say shit.
I look at my music like a soldier looks at his sword. You never put your sword down in the midst of a war. I think that would say, oh yeah, he did it. I think that would say all of the things that people want to say about R. Kelly. But the minute Ignition came out, it blew up, and all of a sudden the company's calling me, everybody's calling me, come do an album cover shoot. We got to get the rest of this album done. We got to go there. We got to.
Yeah. From Birmingham, Alabama to Memphis, Tennessee. You forever got a friend in me. I go by CT. Alicia, talk your shit's naive.
Hey, yo, know it the best.
Never been a phony bitch, I'm cocky and I'm too nice. Nothing like you bitches that be fucking on the first night. Niggas get caught thinking they be cheating on their own wife. Don't get mad at me cause I've been fresh like this my whole life. Any disrespect, you know we coming and it's on sight. Most you bitches rapping just be capping and you can't fight. Running down on one of you hoes under the street light. All up on the internet trolling claim you got me right. I've been fighting demons, they been chasing me my whole life. There's so many wrongs in my life, I gotta make right. This ain't what I imagined my life was supposed to be like. Told that nigga when he made bail, then it was upright. All these niggas claiming they real, ain't even cut right. These niggas ain't be acting like bitches, they better get right. These niggas out here killing, taking chances when they don't like. These niggas out here switching to make bail, they ready to take flight.
Lisa, you ain't never lied. Niggas talking slick, then you know we gotta slide. I pray I catch these motherfuckers when they going live. You know I hit them up like Machiavelli still alive. If you play me like a pawn, find your body in the trunk. Hey, you smelling like a skunk while we smoking on that farm. Lies we the bomb, fuck a unfit trunk. Ballin' on these bitch made niggas slam dunk. Took a trip out to Houston to holler at my homegirl toy. Told Nisi the plan when we see old boy. Life is a game and it's time to roll the dice. Kill them all and let them live. Memphis nigga never been too nice. Hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to Prima Donna News, where we give unbiased commentary about trending topics, as well as expose the propaganda surrounding Robert Kelly. Make sure to hit the like button, share the content, and ensure all notifications are on all in order to get all notifications from our channel.
As many are scratching their head wondering what's next for R. Kelly, considering we have seen the massive levels of corruption that the government is willing to go through when it came to his case. However, we saw the selective hypocrisy that is now playing out with people such as Maxwell, and even when it came to Diddy and his RICO charge. We have saw on demonstration the manufacturing of specific charges against these individuals. And when it came to Robert Kelly, we see now that his now attorney, Bo Brentley, is raising the alarm when it comes to these prosecutors, especially since we saw that Diddy's prosecutor got fired. So now we're wondering, what's that say about these people who prosecuted Robert Kelly and the alleged misconduct that his attorney is bringing forth in his efforts to get R. Kelly released? And also not forgetting the medical claims that were put in previous motions. So again, when we see that Bo Brentley has filed his motion to disqualify these prosecutors, one would wonder, if it is proven beyond reasonable doubt that these prosecutors did take part in the things that occurred in Robert Kelly's case, should they be facing the same penalties as the prosecutor in Diddy's case? Even as we await what will happen with R. Kelly's lawsuit against the BOP and Tasha K, which clearly reveals a lot of misconduct that was allowed and demonstrated throughout this man's trial, and yet nobody wanted to stop and think about what this mean when it came to the investigation that was conducted, and how some of these individuals used were obviously not credible, the evidence was not credible, and these are all the key foundations that were mentioned in Robert Kelly's appeal, which has been denied. Now, just my opinion, if reading these documents, you come to the obvious knowledge that specific bad act witnesses that were key witnesses in both of these cases were allowed to congregate, to be coerced, and to then cooperate with the government and feel some type of way because clearly they're not getting what they may have been promised to cooperate. What does that reveal about the tactics used in order to garner this conviction against Robert Kelly and the battle he's having to go through in order to prove his innocence when it is clear as day that he had an ineffective counsel to begin with that should have been arguing a lot of these points before a lot of these things were allowed to escalate to this manufactured RICO we saw? At the end of the day, I feel like we all know how the government is going to play it, and they're going to deny. Now, one wouldn't bank on these Jane Does wanting to go back and tell the truth, but it would be clear as day obvious why I've said all this time why a lot of these people might ought to rethink their strategy and putting their embellished stories out here for public consumption, considering at any point they could flip the script. So if at any point the government claims they don't know this and they don't know that, I think it may work out in these so-called bad act witnesses' behalf if they teamed up and went against all of these people who, in my opinion, coerced them in order to get these convictions that still didn't get them what they were looking for all along. Make that make sense.
We value your opinions and encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Your feedback is essential in fostering engaging discussions and improving our content. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative and share it with others who might be interested. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful clips, ensuring you stay updated with our latest content. We appreciate your support.
Get the bag, get the bag. Y'all niggas know what it is. You know we get the bag, get the bag.
Hey CP, did you see this?
If it ain't official Dana J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Just take the time.
Indulge in the exquisite delicacies at Prima Donna Pastries, offering the finest desserts in town. Delight in their artisanal cakes, meticulously crafted with premium ingredients, ensuring a burst of flavors in every bite. From classic favorites like velvety chocolate mousse to innovative creations like their signature strawberry shortcake, each dessert is a symphony of taste and visual delight. Treat yourself to a sensory experience like no other by savoring the culinary masterpieces at Prima Donna Pastries.